It is time to visit at NRL Physio from Twitter. Mr. Brian Seaney, welcome to The Fan as always. The key to your work, and let me say, if you haven't caught up with this man on Twitter, he makes an analysis of injury as he sees it in real time. You two at home can learn the process. We want to talk about the on-field test by the trainers, which is what you are seeing happen when you're watching the Fox League coverage. How accurate, how much data can be obtained by that very first test on-field?
Oh, look, the physios on-field get a lot of data and a lot of information from those tests. They need to be able to assess that injury and protect both the short and long-term health of that player. Can they stay on? Do they have to come off? So those hands-on tests are really vital.
Okay, for a very common one, the knee injury, you can tell by watching at home through your qualified status at the type of test they're doing on the knee. You know exactly what they are testing for.
Yeah, certainly. Those tests, they have a certain way about them. So the big one that you see a lot of is those ligament injuries. So the trainer or the physio will go out and perform tests that put specific stress and move the knee in ways that put stress on certain ligaments in the knee. So if there's extra movement or extra pain in those tests, then we know that potentially could mean that there is an injury to one of those ligaments.
All right, an example you want to highlight from last year, young Rabbitoh Adam Dewey, when he suffered his knee injury, if the viewer at home knew what we're about to tell them, they could make an educated guess as to exactly the injury he suffered right then and there.
Yeah, it was a really unfortunate one, but it was one of those ones on the coverage when Dewey stepped, you could actually see his tibia or his lower leg bone shift forward in his knee joint, so it was quite graphic. What the trainer would have then done is come out, and we have our knee over here, so I'll demonstrate. The trainer would have gone out. Now, as I said, that tibia, the lower leg bone, has shifted forward in relation to the knee joint. So the trainer would go out and try and recreate that movement. And if he noticed that there was more movement, more looseness in that movement, then he can determine that, hey, there may be a problem with the ACL here.
All right, another common injury these days is the pec tear, something we explored on the show last year and learned a bit more about. Is there just an obvious test for a pec tear?
Yeah, look, the big one is strength testing with any muscular injuries. So you want to look at, put the arm or the shoulder in a position that you're going to test the strength of the pec, and if there's decreased strength, if there's a lot of pain, that'll give you a lot of information as to, is there an injury there, and also how severe it is.
All right, so the on-field analysis is so important, and you're playing your part from home, as always, at NRL Physio. Follow him on Twitter.
Thank you.